Welcome in, Tacticians. Today we're going to be looking at the top 5 games from this year's Summer Games Fest. While there was a heap to choose from, these are the ones that stood out to me. Don't stress too much though, as we will be covering other games from the show as well. So make sure you subscribe to Terrible Tactics and click the bell if you want to keep up to date with our latest videos. Let's dive in and take a look at the games on today's menu. First up, a game that I've been following for a long while now. It's even featured in some of our older videos. Alright folks, let's strap in and leave your strings at the door, because we're about to dive headfirst into the world of Lies of P. Just imagine, you're a wooden boy named Pinocchio, awakening in a rundown train station in a city that's more chaotic than a steam sail. Lies of P, brought to you by the mad scientists at Round 8 Studio and NeoWiz Games, throws you right into the thick of it with a Pinocchio that's more Rambo than puppet. This version's all decked out with a mechanical arm that's got more attachments than your last relationship. Gameplay-wise, Lies of P clearly tips its hat to the Soul series, challenges that are as relentless as they are compelling, formidable foes, and a dodge mechanic that could test even the most seasoned gamer. But this is no copycat game. It's got its own personality with a meter system that, when full, allows for powerful special attacks. For those who appreciate dynamic storytelling, Lies of P introduces a lying system where player decisions lead to diverging narratives. It's a choose-your-own adventure with a Pinocchio twist. As for the aesthetics, the dystopian city of Krat boasts a meticulously detailed environment, with enemies that are as bizarre as they are brilliant. And Pinocchio, despite his robotic nature, exhibits a strikingly human-like presence. Lies of P has been making waves, turning heads, and vacuuming up awards like a Roomba on overdrive. But the million-dollar question remains, will it manage to stand out in the overcrowded Souls-like genre? Well folks, we'll just have to wait and see until September 19th. Next up, we have a game that seems to be a fan favourite from the Summer Games Fest, Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat 1 is a gory reboot that sends us spiraling back into the new era timeline. I personally enjoy the idea of the game being rebooted, but the game claims to have changed the dynamics of some characters. It's like the iconic Scorpion vs Sub-Zero story has now been changed to make them brothers. I don't think this will overly affect the game, as let's be honest, beating the living crap out of each other is the franchise's selling point. Just as a long-time fan, some of these changes don't sit overly well with me. But brace yourself, because Mortal Kombat has a barrage of brutal battles, with a story mode, online multiplayer, backed by rollout netcode, and offline gameplay. There's more than enough bloodshed to go around. Mortal Kombat 1 is introducing cameo fighters, which are support characters there to lend a hand, or should we say a fist, during fights. These cameo characters are picked after you choose your main playable character. The combos are endless with all the character combinations this actually opens up. Fan favourite mechanics like the air combat combo system from the Mortal Kombat Armageddon are also making a grand return, refined and retooled for the game. The game claims to have a roster filled with fan favourites, so I'm pretty excited to see the entirety of the character roster. In the ring, we've got old favourites like Liu Kang, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, and more. Plus, the cameo fighters roster comes slamming in with Kano, Goro, Jax, and others. Plus, we can expect even more to join the fight post-launch via the Combat Pack DLC. Which brings me to another gripe that I have with the game. I've never been a huge fan of planned DLCs, let alone ones that are planned before release, so the fact that we have to wait for Combat Pack DLC for more characters, it irks me a little bit. Mortal Kombat 1 though will be available in 3 editions, the Standard, the Premium, and the Collector's Edition. Early Access, Dragon Crystals, the Combat Pack, and a killer Johnny Cage skin based on Jean-Claude Van Damme himself are just a few of the bonuses you can snatch up. Crisp graphics, intricate mechanics, and a whole lot of brutality are waiting for you in this new Mortal Kombat chapter, so let's hope it lives up to the hype when it releases on September 19th. Next, drifting through the ocean of games at our fingertips, we have Under the Waves. In Under the Waves, you're immersed in the life of Stan, a professional diver navigating his grief in the eerie silence of the deep sea. Players guide Stan across the North Sea's expansive seabed in his submarine, braving the unknown, exploring caves, wrecks, and underwater flora. It's a journey of healing, with ghostly memories paving the path to self-discovery. Adding to this, you've got a light crafting system to manage your oxygen reserves, introducing a survival mechanic that's as real as the emotions this game seems to explore. A phenomenal feature included in this game is the ability to seamlessly switch between walking and swimming. It's an innovative sense of verticality that offers a unique perspective in gameplay. The game's environment is an artistic masterpiece. Naturalistic landscapes, gently scarred by human interaction, create an ocean floor that's as alien as it is awe-inspiring. You can feel the weight of Stan's loneliness and grief in the absolute isolation and crushing silence of the deep sea. The ambience of the ocean, the soft soundtrack accompanying your exploration, seems to further amplify the introspective mood of the game. Under the Waves is like Firewatch went underwater, but with an added physical element. It seems less dangerous than Subnautica, but with an ambience and narrative depth that makes it stand apart. The game is described as a love letter to the oceans, combining cinematic visuals with poignant storytelling to create a captivating underwater world. In the end, Under the Waves looks to beautifully marry emotion and exploration, crafting an experience we are hoping will be one we won't forget anytime soon. The next game on the list is Palworld. Palworld is an engaging survival craft game from Pocket Pair, though I think Palworld San Andreas would be a significantly more fitting title. It looks to be an open-world adventure teeming with unique creatures called Pokemon, Pals. Watching this trailer has me questioning if we have a copyright sue coming up soon, but I guess only time will tell on that front. These pals are a whole lot more than just your friends though. They're your fighters, your builders, your farmhands, and your factory workers. They're the backbone of your survival. Because why else do you want fluffy, furry friends but to put them to work in your local sweatshops? And if you don't need workers, apparently you can just, eat them. According to their Steam page, you can also sell them off or slaughter them to eat. That, however, is forbidden by law, apparently. But if GTA has taught us anything, it's that rules are made to be broken. You can also ride these pals on land, sea, or even in the sky, exploring the vibrant world filled with dangers and challenges, from food shortages and harsh weather to illegal poachers. As you navigate the visually striking world of Palworld, the graphic quality will undoubtedly blow you away. Think a blend of the best bits of Pokemon and Minecraft mixed with a dash of Rust, just for good measure. It's got a delightful charm that seems to give an immersive gaming experience. The game sets itself apart with its comprehensive mechanics of crafting, building, battling, and exploration, supported by a robust roster of more than 100 monsters, 350 items, and 70 types of buildings. But the world of Palworld isn't just about survival, it's about interaction too. The game supports single-player, online co-op, and local co-op modes. You can embark on cooperative adventures, engage in thrilling battles, or even trade with other players. Plus, there's a splash of crime and poaching elements to add more spice. So if this is something that excites you, then lock and load because Palworld is set to release in January 2024. The last game on today's list is Immortals of Aveum. Immortals of Aveum is the new kid on the block. Developed by Ascendant Studios, this game has the potential to redefine our understanding of first-person shooter games. What's so unique about it? Well, this first-person shooter brings a groundbreaking approach to game mechanics with an arsenal of 25 different spells at your fingertips. Forget about your mundane ammo, you're a Triarch Magnus, a versatile spellcaster wielding the red, blue, and green forces of magic. From black holes that suck enemies into oblivion to defensive shields blocking incoming attacks, your gaming strategies will have to adapt to who you're fighting. The immersive gameplay doesn't end there though. The game boasts a talent tree with over 80 nodes, which promises to keep you on your toes throughout its lengthy 25-hour campaign. The graphics in Immortals of Aveum are so sharp they could slice an apple, showing us a future that is both stunning and terrifying in its detail. Whether you're exploring the streets of Seren or navigating the mountain regions of Kalthus, every element has been meticulously crafted to pull you into Jack's world. The combat showcase can be compared to Doom Eternal. Imagine that, intense, adrenaline-pumping combat, but sprinkled with a heavy dose of magic. That's Immortals of Aveum in a nutshell. It's a bold and exciting fusion that's definitely got my interest peaked. Immortal of Aveum is set to release on July 20th, 2023. So that wraps up my top 5 games of Summer Games Fest. If you think I should have picked different games, let me know in the comments and let us know what you think were the best games showcased this year. I'll see you all next time. Take it easy, guys.